Now that you understand how to interpret the results of the geocoding web service, let's switch back to the JavaScript API and incorporate it into our app. We'll use the geocoding service client-side since we'll need user input. The user searching for a new home may want to indicate a location to base their search around. One way to do that would be to have them enter a point of interest, a neighborhood, or an address. After they do that, we can center our map and zoom it around that location, instead of showing the entire city. So we'll define another user input here in our HTML. I'm calling this zoom to area text because I'll prompt the user to focus on an area of the city. This would be useful if we had a ton of listings. We'll also add a zoom button and a horizontal rule to keep our page a little neater. I'm also adding some more CSS. Next, we'll create an event listener in our initialize function so that when the zoom to area button is clicked, we call our zoom to area function, which we'll create below. The goal of this zoom to area function is to take the user entered address, geocode it to get the lat long, and then center the map on that lat long and zoom in. The first thing we'll do is create a new geocoder instance. We'll then capture the user entered address and make sure it isn't blank. Finally, we'll geocode that address. We're also adding in a component restriction here to keep it within the city so that they don't enter an address outside of New York City. After we get the results, we'll check our geocoder status to make sure it's okay, and then we'll use the resulting lat long we got back to recenter the map and zoom in. If the results were not okay, we'll give the user a message that we couldn't find the location they entered. We could also show some more information here, such as the actual status code received. So if Ajay looks for Ajay land, we could let him know we didn't find it, as opposed to letting him know that we got a server error or something. All right, let's give this a go. I'm going to zoom in on the East Village. Boom. Now the user can zoom in on the Upper East Side, Soho, the East Village, any area that they're interested in looking at houses within. So it's getting easier and easier for the user to see exactly what listing they're interested in. Let's practice what we've learned about geocoding.